Today, I am taking a different approach to financial planning, and that is to address a big question that many clients have asked Delta for. This question is, why should I have a medical aid? Can I not just cover for my medical expenses by allocating a certain amount to a monthly savings pocket? To answer this question, I have asked Joshua Ubar and Lodi Quilifier from ComCare Medical Scheme for advice. Gentlemen, I'm looking forward to exploring this option with you. However, before we get to this question, I want to ask Lodi to tell us exactly how a medical scheme works.
Thank you, Antoinette. It's a very good question. So firstly, a medical scheme belongs to its members, which means it's a non-profit organization. And in that case, there are no shareholders or no directors at a medical scheme. So also, a medical scheme is governed by a board of trustees, and the funds are treated in the same way as any trust fund. For example, an attorney's trust fund. A medical scheme is very tightly regulated by the Council for Medical Schemes. So what it means, a medical scheme can't increase contributions or change benefits without approval from the Council of Medical Schemes. And then lastly, the financial stability of a medical scheme is very important. So what it means is that all registered medical schemes must have a minimum of 25% solvency or reserves. And ComCare Medical Scheme is sitting above 30% on a healthy solvency ratio. Thank you very much, Antoinette.
Thank you, Lodi. Now that I have a better idea of how a medical scheme works, I pass the big question on to Joshua. And that is, why is the option of having a separate savings account for a medical scheme membership less viable when looking at the current global and South African circumstances?
Antoinette, good day, and thank you for having us on your show. Now, the reality is people often think that they can cover their day-to-day expenses from their own pocket. And that is true. If you have to go to a doctor, people can pay 350, 450, 500 Rand for a doctor's visit. But that's not the high cost. High cost comes in when people get admitted in hospital. And people often think it's only old people that get admitted in hospital. And again, that is not the truth. We currently have a youngster, 18-year-old, hurt with a RAPI incident, and his bill is 180,000. We've got a 32-year-old in hospital at the moment that was involved in a car accident. His bill is sitting at 3 million. So for him to be able to pay the doctor's visit, he would be able to afford that, but he would not be able to afford the 3 million Rand. And we've got many of those examples. The other reality in today's time, you don't want to go to a government facility. The state of the government facilities are atrocious. The fact that you often need to take your own food and even your own linen is a disaster. So people must make sure they get proper cover that can cover them in a private facility to stop them not to go to a government facility. Even if we look at the global trends in the world, I attended the BHF conference earlier in the week, and a big country like India, they're also moving away from government funding to private funding. So it is better, get a proper healthcare cover partner that can ensure looking after your health when you need it most.
Thank you, Joshua. From my side, I can also say at Delta 4, we really focus on holistic financial planning and advice. Therefore, when working with medical aids and when planning cover for clients, one of our core goals is to make sure that the client will have day-to-day cover, as you've explained, but essentially will be covered in times when they need it most. And that is, as you say, when they are lying in a hospital and are getting a massive bill. So thank you for also clarifying that. If there are any questions or comments, please feel free to get in touch at info@delta4.co.za or give us a call at 011 431 0595. Thank you.